Hi friends, in the last lecture we have seen about number systems, their conversion and finding the radix. Okay. In this lecture we are going to see the practice problems on the number system concept. Okay. Okay, without wasting time, so we'll discuss of the practice problems on number systems. The first point related to the conversion between decimal and any number system. In these 2 points are there. One is decimal to any number system and second is any number system to decimal. So here we need to consider decimal to any number system, that is divisions and multiplication we need to consider here, and here any number system to decimal we need to consider here the positive powers and negative powers, right? So in this second point, conversion between binary and octal hexa, here if you consider octal 3 bits, we need to consider hexa 4 bits. That point we need to remember. And conversion between octal and hexa, first we need to convert into binary, then we need to convert into hexa using 3 bits here, here 4 bits, and vice versa also. Hexa to octal, that is 4 bits and 3 bits. And finding the radix is, okay, we need to find out the equation and find the roots so that radix will be found. So directly let us go to the first point. Some of the problems we're going to do. Okay, first let us see decimal to any number system. Okay, if you consider the decimal to any number system, so divisions and multiplication we need to remember, right? A decimal number is given here, we need to find out the binary. So what is the point we remember? That is divisions, because there is a decimal point here before decimal point divisions. And let us see here with the, we want to convert into binary, that's why divide by 2 and whatever the remainder we have to put it here, and once again divide by 2 0 and 2 2 ones are 2 and the remains. So in this direction we need to put, so 1101, so 1101 1101 is the answer. So 1101 is the answer. Okay, let us go to second problem. Yeah, see here, same number 0.875 into 2 equal to 1.750. This one we need to put here. Okay, this one we need to put here, and this 1 already we put here. So 0.75 into 2 equal 1.5. This one we need to put here, and 0.5 into 2 again 1.0. This one we need to put. So this became 0. That's why we can stop. And while writing the decimal point, we need to take this direction, okay, down direction. So 0.111. So this is the right answer. Yeah, suppose you want to convert into octal, then the division and multiplication by radix is 8 here. Radix is 8. Let us see. Yeah, so take the 8 and divide by 8 nines are, the remainder is 4. 8 ones are, and the remainder is 1. So 114. This direction we need to take. This is the answer. Okay. Suppose after decimal point some numbers are there. So what is the, what we have to follow? The divisions before decimal. After decimal there is a multiplications with the radix, right? So let us see that one. Yeah, 0.6510. Okay. So here before decimal point, there is a divisions and here multiplication. Let us see after decimal point what we have to do, multiplications, right? So here 0.65 into 8, this is 5.2, and this 5 we need to take here. So 0.2 reminder, 0.2 into 8, 1.6. This one we need to put here. This is 0.6 into 8, 4.8. This is 4. This 4 we need to take here, and 0.8 into 8, because here the radix is 8. So like that going on doing. Here 1.6. 1.6 is repeated here and here. So we can stop here. This direction we need to take after decimal point 0.514631. So this is the answer. Suppose the same number into hexadecimal, how we can do? The same point divide by 16. Okay, let us see. Yeah, 76 divided by 16. 16 4 the 64, and the remaining is 12. 12 because we are converting it to hexadecimal. The 12 in the hexadecimal is C. So that's all, 4C. So 76 to the base 10 equal to 4C 16. Yeah. Convert this decimal number into hexadecimal. So before decimal point is the division with 16, and here after decimal point going on multiplying. So divisions and multiplications. Let us see here. Yeah, this is the integer part. Okay, divisions. So here 16 4s are and 7. The remainder is 1. 16 2s are. Okay, and the remainder is here after the 47 minus 32. The remainder is 15. 15 in the sense that is in the hexadecimal F. So 2F1 is the answer here. So 2F1. So after decimal point, so 0.64 we need to take into 16 going on 16. Whatever this is 10 means A we need to take, and 13 means D, like that same procedure. So downside we need to take A3 D7. So A3 D7, this is the right answer. Till now we have seen decimal to any number system we have seen. So the where we follow divisions and multiplications. But any number system to decimal, what we remember? Positive powers and negative powers. Positive powers and negative powers. Let us see some problems on this. Any number system to decimal. See, binary to decimal. Okay. So there is a decimal point here, binary point, and 10011. So to positive powers we have to take. That's all. Step 1 we need to write all the binary number. Step 2 powers, positive powers we have to take. Step 3 multiplication. This 2 into 2 to power 4 into 1, 2 power 3 into 0, like that we need to put and multiply. So 2 power 4 16 into 1, 8 into 0, 4 into 0, and 2 power 1 is 2 into 1, 2 power 0 is 1. So this one, and multiplying 16 0 0 2 1 and adding. Okay, so 19 decimal number is there. So 10011 to the base 2 equal to 19 to the base 10. There is a point here after this negative powers, right? So going on 2 power minus 1 into 1, 2 power minus 2 into 1, 2 power minus 3 because this is 1, 2 power minus 4. So what is 2 power minus 1? 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, and 1 by 16 we need to write. And then this find out the value 0 0.5, 0 0.25, 0 0.125 plus 0 0.0625. Okay, then if you add it, this one. So 0.1111 that is equal to 0.9375. So any number system to decimal, positive powers and negative powers, right? So observe here, octal number is given. We need to convert it to decimal. So positive powers, negative powers to the power of radix. What is radix? 8. That's all. Observe this one. So first step, we need to write 114.51, and positive powers before decimal point, and after decimal point there is a this one negative powers. So if you find out the value 6481 0.125, this one, and going on multiplying 64 into 1 plus 1 into 8 plus 4 into 1 5 into 0.125, like that. Okay, and then if you going on adding, you will get this one. So 76.64. So what is the conclusion here? Any number system to decimal, positive powers and negative powers. Hexadecimal number is given to decimal. Again, positive powers and negative powers. Let us see. So 2f1, this is the first point we need to write. And here positive powers and negative powers here. And find out the value and multiply with 2. F into 16, 1 into 1, like that. So see here, F means 15 here, because we are converting into decimal. F means 15. A means it is 10. A means it is 10. So if you find out this one, answer is 753.6442 to the base 10. This is a decimal number. So a hexadecimal number to decimal number, positive powers and negative powers. Okay. Now if you take binary to octal or hexa, or octal hexa to binary. Octal hexa to binary. So between binary and octal or hexa. So what is the point? We remember binary and octal 3 bits, and binary and hexa 4 bits. That's all. If you follow that one, let us do some problems here. Binary number we need to convert into hexa. What is the formula here? 4 bits we need to take. So observe this one. First 1100. This, from this decimal point we need to take 1100 1111. Here any point is there, then we need to put 00 here, so that we can form 4 bits. Here 4 bits are there, that's why we can stop here. And after a decimal point 0101 and 0100, so this is 4 bits going on 4 bits, right? So this is C, this is E, and this is 5, and this is 4. So this total binary number equal to EC 0.54 to the base 16. A octal number is given, we need to convert into binary. Again 3 bits, right? Just reverse process. 3570. So 3 bits, 011, 5 means 101, 7 means 111, 0 means 000. If you combine this one, this is a conversion. So octal number to binary. Okay. Hexadecimal number is given, we need to convert it to binary. That means what? 4 bits, right? So observe here, A, B, C, D. A means 1010, B means 1011, C means 1100, D means 1101, and A, B, C, D equal to this combined. So this is the binary number. So in this way, we can conversion between binary and octal or hexa, 3 bits, 4 bits. So 0.BE3, then we can write 4 bits, and then directly 0 point we can convert easily. So this is the way. Suppose a number is given octal, we need to convert it to hexa. Okay. So what is the formula we know? First, from the octal, we need to convert it to binary using 3 bits, and from that to hexa 4 bits. That's all. So let us see. Yeah, 615 octal number is given. We need to convert into hexadecimal. Okay. What is the procedure? Yeah. First, convert into octal to binary. So octal number to binary 3 using 3 bits. So binary number is came, and then yeah, this number to hexa using 4 bits. That's all. So 18D. So 18D is the answer. 25B 16 hexadecimal number given, we need to convert into octal. So first convert hexadecimal to binary and binary to octal. See here, hexadecimal to binary using 4 bits. So binary number came and then binary to octal. So the octal number, like here 3 bits, right? So final answer is this one. Try this one. Here what he has given, a hexadecimal number is given. We need to convert into octal. So what is the procedure here? First we need to convert into using 4 bits binary and binary to octal using 3 bits. Yeah, BCA9 is given. Convert into binary 4 bits. Okay, and convert once again from here to using 3 bits. Here one point we need to remember, there is no decimal point, that's why. So 3 bits from where we need to write. So from here we need to start. So 101, this is 1, and 1 1 0 1, this is 5, and 0 1 0, this is 2, and this 1 1 0, this is 6, and 0 1 1, this is 3, and this is 0 0. Here one already stopped here, but before that, to put 3 bits we need to put 0 0. Okay, so because at the left side we put 0 0, the value will not be changed, so that's why this is 1. So 136251. So this is the answer, hexadecimal to octal. Okay, option D is correct. Okay, the last point in this lecture, we are going to see how to find out the radix of a given number, right? Let us see here, some 224 square root to the base r and 13 to the base r is given. So the value of the radix is, we need to find out. So what we have seen in the concept, we need to write the equation first and then find out the roots, right? Let us see here. So how to find out this equation? So take this value, square both side, so that this root will be cancels. 224 to the base or 13 to the power of square will come here. Converting to decimal number. So here r is a base. So r power 0, r power 1, r power 2. So r power 0 into 4, r power 1 into r power 1 into 2, and r power 2 into 2. Like that we need to write here. And here also inside 1 3 to the base r power 0 into 3, that is 3, r power 1 into 1, r power 1 into 1, that is r. So r plus 3 whole square. So this is over. And square this side, r plus 3 means r square plus 6r plus 9, a plus b whole square formula. And coming to r square, if you take this one, 2r square minus r square minus 2r minus 6r 4r minus 5, equation came. And then we need to find roots, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And if you solve this, okay, 4 plus or minus 6 by 2, and roots 5 comma minus 1. So positive root, that is r equal to 5 we need to take. He has given 121 to the base r equal to 144 to the base 8. Find out the r. So what is the procedure here? We need to find the equation and then solve for r. See here. So r power 0, r power 1, r power 2. So r power 0 into 1, r power 1 into 2, r power 2 into 1. So this is a formula. Here also 8 power 0 into 4, 8 power 1 into 4, and 8 power 2 into 1. So here if you solve this problem, r square plus 2r plus 1 equal to 100 will come here, right? See here, How to solve this? Minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. A equal to 1 here. That's why if you solve this one, root 400 is 20. So 18 by 2 minus 22 by 2, 9 and minus 11. So here r equal to 9 is the right answer. So this is how we can find out the radix. So in this lecture, all about the binary system we discussed. And thank you. In the next lecture, we're going to discuss the complements. Okay, binary complements, ones and twos complements, and decimal numbers. So nines complement and tens complement. Some problems we are going to see. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Bye.